This review is honestly really disappointing for me to give, and I hope it's disappointing for you to receive as well. Hit and Run follows Charlie Bronson, an ex-bank robbery getaway driver. He is living in hiding and witness protection with his girlfriend who knows none of this until one day she gets a job in LA and he has to come out of hiding in order to take her there and live with her. This is the first movie that is both written, directed, and lead acted in by Dax Shepard, who I am personally a big fan of. Unfortunately though, this is a horrible movie to be his very first debut for all three of those things together. The story itself makes absolutely no sense at all, with a lot of the choices the main characters are making causing a lot of their own problems and being their own undoing. They always get in the way of themselves in these tiny little mistakes that are ridiculous to even make. Other parts that make no sense just happen to be massive coincidences and deus ex machina that would absolutely never happen in a million years and just scream bad writing. This movie markets itself as an awesome car chase movie that is equal parts comedy and romance, and honestly, the only thing I ever laughed at were the car chase scenes. When they aren't going in a straight line with some music in the background and a million jump cuts for whatever reason, they're doing a dozen donuts in slow-mo with more music going on. Never once is there any danger or any sick car shit at all, which will come as a big surprise to you when you know who Dax Shepard actually is, who is a huge car freak. The Lincoln in this movie is actually his actual car. He loves cars so much that his wife, who is actually his wife in this movie, let him name their daughter Lincoln after a car. You'll know all this if you listen to his podcast, by the way. Random shout out. Amazing podcast. The romance in this movie is about the only thing that doesn't suffer, and that's because Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell have an amazing on-screen chemistry, which is only because they have an amazing off-screen chemistry because they're married. The chemistry between all the characters actually is about the only good thing in this. But the reason that the chemistry between all the characters is so good is because Dax Shepard made this movie for a measly $1 million, which if you think that's a lot, is very little for any movie. The reason the chemistry is so good is because all these people are his friends and ex-co-stars, so obviously they have good chemistry because they know each other in real life. Bradley Cooper is a huge standout in this, and I'd love to see him play this exact character in an actual good movie. A part that stands out to me is the introduction of his character at the very beginning, where he gets this big guy around the throat with a leash after he's disrespecting his dog, drags him around, holds a gun to his head, and then steals his dog and tells him, you know, be a better person. It's fucking amazing. It's badass. I want to see Bradley Cooper do it again in a better movie. I wish I could tell you to like this movie. I wish I could tell you to watch this movie. I badly wish that I liked this movie, but I didn't. The only thing that I felt through it and at the end of it was boredom. I give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. I'm sorry, Dax. It's bad. Do better next time. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other reviews.